From the Cage Mines, I'm Micah Frankel, ahead of BKFC 67 back in the Mile High City. We are joined right now by Ruben the Beast Arroyo, the man kicking off the card in his pro debut from El Paso, Texas, residing in Denver. So he's really familiar with the area he's going to be fighting in. Sir, thank you for the time. How you doing?
Pretty good. Feeling excited.
Got to be a big moment for you, a long-awaited moment. I know that I saw you in an amateur MMA cage about 9 years ago, I think, somewhere around 2015. So, where did this combat sport journey begin?
It actually began maybe over 10 years, that's for sure. Longer than that. Um, it all started, honestly, I posted a post about my father saying that he passed away. I was told he passed away and I never really got to see him or see the body, but some other fighter actually commented on the post and reached out to me, told me that he knew my father growing up. My father taught him how to fight and all this stuff, and everything he knew and got him into that field is what my father helped him do. So he reached out to me and said if I ever wanted to fight, get my aggression out or anything, that I'm welcome to come and just partake and have fun. And I took him up eventually on that. And I started fighting MMA somewhere down the line. Since the last time you saw me in the cage, I got hurt after that fight. I didn't get hurt fighting. I got hurt training. I got a knee injury that I couldn't continue no more. Eventually, by the time I healed and got better, I was having a kid, which is my son, and I just stopped doing the whole MMA thing and the fight life and just focused on being a father. Eventually, about a little over a year ago, I joined Genesis Fight to train, and my goal was to be a part of BKFC. No other promotion. That was my goal, my one and only goal. And next Friday, it's about to become a reality, a long time coming.
Step away from MMA. You have a son on the way. Did you ever think that you would go back to training, that you would step back in the gym, or did you think I'm going to move past it?
I was never really done with it. It was just there. I had a lot of troubles and run-ins with the law. Eventually, before COVID happened, I actually started training, getting back into shape. Um, got that, my weight back down to my fight weight. I was literally back down at my fight weight. Um, when I was gonna join the gym and actually start training again. This was back in Texas when I was still in Texas. Um, the next day that I was actually gonna go back to training, the COVID epidemic happened and all the gyms and everything got closed. So I basically postponed me there. And I was gonna get back into MMA. Everything happens for a reason though, you know. If that wouldn't have happened, I would have done MMA and never done this BKFC thing. And honestly, everything that's happened, good and bad, I'm grateful for it. And now I don't regret anything I've done in my past. I'm grateful for everything, good and bad, being locked up, everything, because it all fell into place in order to get me to where I need to be.
What is it about bare knuckle that has attracted you, that grabbed your attention, that made you just push MMA to the side?
Compared to the MMA that goes on nowadays, it's a lot more exciting. It's more fun. There's more action, and it's just nonstop action versus MMA is a lot of hugging and wrestling. I know what it takes to do it and why it goes that way, and I understand that. But I just like the fans, I don't find it as entertaining as and exciting as it used to be, is the way I feel. And the reason why I went to BK instead of back to MMA is the reason why I joined MMA back then is MMA was the most savage sport out there. Now that's not it. Now it's bare knuckle. And I want to test myself in the most savage, brutal sport possible to show that I can hang with the best and possibly be one of the best.
Talking about hanging with the best, being one of the best. You're in that environment. I've seen the photos on social media, the group that you're training with. So, what has the camp for you been like being with some monsters?
I love it. I go in there and during training, sometimes I get beat up, sometimes I do the beating up, but these guys are monsters. They're big dudes. They're very talented. They got established careers, whether UFC, Bellator, whatever it is, other bare knuckle fighters in BKFC. And they just show me how to tighten up my game and how to work things out and just be better at my craft. And honestly, I'm very grateful for my team, my teammates, my coaches, and everyone around me that's helped me, including those other fighters that I go and cross train with.
How hard has it been, or has it been seamless because of Genesis and what they already know to find specific bare knuckle training with it being a new sport?
Honestly, Genesis, we lead in bare knuckle as far as training goes. We're the only gym with a bare knuckle program in all of Colorado. Um, one of the few in the country, I'm sure. And honestly, they're just monsters in there, just great guys that I know the guys I train with, I'm not gonna fight anybody as good or at their level as the guys I train with.
When you've asked them, have they told you what to expect, how it will be different? A bare knuckle fight, 'cause this will be your first official one compared to having been in MMA.
Yeah, we talk all the time, after training, before training, sometimes we go spar for an hour or two and then we go to the sauna, sit there and we chop it up, talk about what needs to get tightened up, what we need to fix or work on, what needs to be improved or what needs to be done less of. And we always talk about it. I sit in there, I talk with other fighters who are currently still doing MMA, UFC, Bellator, whatever it is, we just always chop it up on everything.
You've already mentioned in the interview, you had the troubled past, you've had some time away. What do you feel like was the biggest turn for you to now be on a better path?
My biggest reason is being a father and being a good role model. I gotta show my kids that no matter what you go through, no matter what your situation, you can always control your outcome. You can be a product of a shitty environment, but doesn't mean you can't make your dreams come true and you can't live them out. If I can do it, and I was this low life piece of garbage, they can do it definitely. They got somebody to show them. Unlike me, I didn't have a father to teach me or show me the ropes. Or I was raised by a single mother who was always busy working and basically left me to fend for myself and raise myself, basically. And I know everything that I lacked as a child is the stuff that I try to give my kids, even though I'm not fully present in my daughter's life. I wish I could be, but that's a whole different story. Um, but with my son, I'm glad that my son's mother, she's great, and we don't fight or argue, and we can always come to an agreement when it comes to him. And I just want him to be a good man and be better than I ever was. And I don't just mean in fighting. I mean like as a man in general.
Ruben Arroyo, we look forward to seeing it. It sounds like you're really trying to change your life and do something different than how you were leading it before.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a good role model for my people and my pueblo because I'm a Native American. So my community, even though it's in a big city back in El Paso, Texas, it's like a small town community feel where everybody knows everybody and everything. And honestly, it's a big shout out to my people from the Tigua community in El Paso, Texas, Isla del Sur Pueblo. I just wanna be that guy that they used to talk so much crap about that they look down on, but now they look at as an inspiration. Somebody that just set a path on the right way to achieve your dreams.
BKFC 67, that march towards some combat sports glory starts. What do you think you have to do in that fight on that night to find success?
I just need to go out there, show out, and show up like I usually do, and just swing for the fences and hopefully knock him out before he knocks me out. Because I know my opponent, he likes to bang too. So somebody's getting knocked out, that's for sure.
That's the exciting part about this sport, folks. The fastest growing combat sport in the world. October 25th on the BKFC app. We get to see Ruben Arroyo, and actually, we get to see him do it on the pre-prelims on YouTube, is what it says right now. I appreciate you so much again, sir, for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you. I appreciate you.